Cloud Pak for Data is the new way to deliver data and AI to your business. Unlike the typical mix of many isolated tools that companies have traditionally used, Cloud Pak for Data is a single operational fabric for all of your data and AI needs. It creates an elegant user experience across your data and AI architecture, thereby enabling you to automate many of the mundane tasks that you do today. It also enforces data governance and data security throughout the entire data and AI lifecycle. Version 3.0 is our latest release of Cloud Pak for Data, where we've made significant enhancements to our capabilities, making it easier than ever for you to deliver business outcomes with data and AI. We'll start by looking at how Cloud Pak for Data can help simplify your data and AI architecture and reduce overall management effort. We'll log into Cloud Pak for Data version 3.0, and the first thing that you'll notice is an improved look and feel using the Carbon 10 open source design system. This provides a more elegant user experience, regardless of if you're a data scientist, a data engineer, a data steward, or a business analyst. When we move over to the services catalog, we can see all of the capabilities that are available to be dynamically provisioned and deprovisioned on Cloud Pak for Data. So the Watson AI portfolio, analytics capabilities from IBM and third-party vendors, data governance capabilities, databases like CockroachDB and MongoDB and DB2, and of course, developer tooling and industry solutions for various types of persona who may want to leverage Cloud Pak for Data. As you provision these services, they dynamically appear on the left-hand side navigation. So as you provision databases to help you collect information or data governance capabilities, all of this will start to show up so that users can get started immediately. We've simplified data modernization in version 3.0 through a number of enhancements to our databases and also our data virtualization service. I'd like to start by highlighting some of the enhancements we've made to DB2. So we made it easier than ever for our existing DB2 clients to migrate to Cloud Pak for Data if they'd like. On Cloud Pak for Data, they can take advantage of having a true microservices architecture for DB2 and all of the benefits that you'd expect in a cloud-like experience and simplified day 2 operations. In addition to the enhancements we've made to DB2, we've also made a number of enhancements to simplify data modernization through data virtualization. Our existing data virtualization customers are already seeing reduced ETL requests anywhere from 25 to 64%, and they're also seeing faster data access than traditional federation, up to 40 times faster. In this release, we've tightened integration between our data governance and policy enforcement capabilities with data virtualization, and we've also onboarded the DB2 Big SQL engine so that our customers can better utilize object stores and the benefits of disaggregating compute and storage. To simplify data ops in this release, we've made a number of machine learning-based enhancements to augment and automate the process of curating your data. We'll start by looking at some of the improvements we've made around data discovery and also data quality. The first to highlight is a new fingerprint algorithm that we've added to enable you to understand column similarity of the various data sets that you may be interested in learning more about. The second is we've improved the accuracy of the machine learning algorithms that we're using to automatically assign business terms from your business glossary to the data sets that you are curating. And these machine learning algorithms will now learn from rejected terms so that they improve over time. We've also made some enhancements in terms of policies and rules, and in particular, masking of sensitive data. So for example, here I've set up a custom data protection rule to mask any data that is related to an email, social security number, or phone number. So for example, if I log in as a user, I could be a data scientist or a business analyst, I might be searching for data. Maybe I'm searching for a mortgage applicant. Now these masking rules are automatically in place, so as a user, I don't see sensitive data around email addresses and phone numbers and social security numbers. However, I can still continue on performing my work, which is I'd like to get a better understanding of the overall distribution of this data set and maybe how I would use it in downstream analytics. So for example, I can still profile, and those masking policies are still enforced and active as I'm going through and starting to analyze the data. If I'd like to then use this asset, I can easily add this to a project and I can get started with further analysis. We've also made a number of exciting enhancements to our open source management service in version 3.0. We've added contribution and consumption workflows for developers and data scientists and data engineers so that they can easily find the packages they need. So for example, as a data scientist, I may look for a scikit-learn package because I'd like to understand, is it approved for me to use in my work? Are there any security vulnerabilities that I should be aware of? And are there other packages that I might be interested in using, given my interest in scikit-learn? From a management perspective, I can also look at visibility into how all of these open source packages are being used. The number of projects that are using these packages, the license types. So for example, AGPL, that license type might impact my work downstream. Also, any types of security and vulnerability risks that are associated with the open source packages that are being used. I can even get visibility into the number of times a given user is interacting with any of these open source packages. Now let's move into automated AI lifecycle and how you can use AI to help you build AI. We'll start with some of the enhancements we've made to our data refinery service. So this enables users to shape data using a visual interface and also quickly profile and build visualizations to better understand the underlying structure of the data sets that they're interested in using. So for example, I could build a relationship graph here to visualize 3 different columns of information to help me understand relationships of who's applied online, their employment status, and maybe how that would affect probability of mortgage default. I can use this information then in any types of visualizations or business reports or ML models that I'm creating. We've also made a number of enhancements to our Auto AI service. All you need to do is point Auto AI to the data you'd like to use and let it take care of the rest for you. So it's AI that actually is building AI. One of the main enhancements we've made is the visual feedback that you're seeing on the screen as Auto AI is learning. So as it goes through and selects the various types of algorithms it's going to try, the techniques that it's going to use, you can actually see Auto AI learning in real time. So you can get an understanding of which techniques are working, which aren't, the types of hyperparameter optimization approaches being used, and automated feature transformations as well. And as it builds up the pipeline leaderboard, you can then take a look at model diagnostics to get an idea of how a given approach is performing. One of the main enhancements in this release is that not only can you save the model that's developed now, but you can also save the notebook and open the notebook and see the code. So we'll move over and take a look at the notebook that Auto AI is going to automatically generate for us. Here's the Python code that Auto AI has automatically written for us. And I can run this on Cloud Pak for Data, or I could run it anywhere else. I'm not locked into the platform. And what's nice is that this auto-generated code helps improve trust for the various stakeholders like model validators that want to understand what the AI algorithm is actually doing. In a few clicks, then you can promote the model you've just developed over to a production scoring service. Here we've already deployed the model as an online scoring service, and we auto-generate the code for you to invoke it. You can also test it directly within the UI. And if you're interested in using a more comprehensive approach to model governance, you can deploy our Watson OpenScale service. On Cloud Pak for Data, we also have pre-built AI apps. These are designed to help you quickly tackle your business problem without having to start from scratch. So we'll end by highlighting some of those enhancements. We have pre-built industry accelerators and solutions. Some of the solutions include things like Financial Crimes Insight and Financial Services Workbench. We also have a new AI app called Planning Analytics. And Planning Analytics is designed to help you steer business performance by bridging the gap between finance and operations so that you can quickly adjust your financial plans for any department based on changing business conditions. If you'd like to learn more about this release or recreate the demo you just saw, then please click the link below and it will bring you to a hands-on trial.